Okay. Okay. It looks like we're about to be live. Hello. Hey guys, how's it going? I wish I had some glow sticks. Glow sticks would be really good right now, actually. Hey guys, what's up? Roy S. Ford in for yet another live stream right here, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the night. I am as well. Hopefully your week has been okay. Today's been very busy for me today in that I had a bunch of things going on. First of all, hello, Roy S. Ford, filmmaker, producer, voice actor, and a lot of other things that you should know about. Obviously, you can go and find out even more by going to the website roysford.com. I'm gonna pull it up here for you guys so that you have it. By the way, if you have not yet subscribed, feel free to do that. You can always go on absolutely free, no charge to you right here on YouTube. Click the subscribe button. You can get us talking about all these current topics as well as ways to help you produce content, and I'm here to encourage you to do that. Hopefully you're doing fantastic. Get into the chat real quick. Kat's already here. What's up? What's up, Kat? How you doing? Let me bring up the chat on my end so I can see it. I'm so thankful for Kat. Kat has been one of them fans that is always in the thick of it. Kat, thank you so much. I appreciate you popping in. Hopefully everything's going good on your end. Hopefully no illness, no pandemic scares on your end. Let me pull up the website real quick in order for you to get the email. I send out an email. I try to do it every month for you with a quick update. It doesn't take any time off of you. It's just a quick and easy way for you to kind of check in on it. So let me see if I can pull that up here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here it is. roysford.com. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see it here. There you go, roysford.com. Not a problem. The shop is there for you as well. If you're in the shop and you need some of the encouragement gear, there's the logo along with the word encourage along the sleeve. That is really, really cool. You can always pick up the beanie. The beanie is right here. I have it with me all the time. Look at that. There it is. The beanie is right there for you. You can always go and grab that. Let's see. There's also the shirt, encourage someone, which is really, really huge, kind of popular. Hi Carrie, how you doing? It's really popular, and the hat encourage someone. It's all there. Probably one of the quickest selling items that we have. I keep it stocked. Is the encourage someone t-shirt. People just last year they were snatching this off the shelves. It was one of those shirts that they just wanted to have. Don't want to miss out on it. It's right there. And also make sure if you get on the email list, if you go in here to my account, and instead of setting up an account, just register for an account right here. Subscribe. Go ahead, register. You can do that, and you will get all the discount deals that always come through, and they'll be here for you. Anyway, hopefully you're doing good. Carrie says, I'm doing good. Thank you so much, Carrie. I'm so glad you're here. Man, yes. Just coming out with a lot of video content. Today's topic, in case you missed it, life after boy bands. I know you're asking yourself, okay, life after boy bands. Hold on, let me do a quick background change in the music. And we will discuss this. For those of you who are here, life after boy bands. It's kind of a touchy subject because everyone knows that sometimes they get success and sometimes they end up coming back together. For example, New Kids on the Block. You guys are like, who? Yeah, New Kids on the Block. They broke up, split out, went their different ways, right? Donnie got really popular. He's on Blue Bloods, and then who else? A couple of the other guys went out and started doing other things, like Joey McIntyre and a couple of other guys, when they got through with the band, with their boy band. But then they went back on tour, regrouped with Backstreet Boys, and now look at them. They're huge. Everyone loves them. I don't know. Maybe you're there thinking to yourself, really? Yeah. So that's always my question. Life after boy bands. And if you're a K-pop fan, you know this exactly. This happens a lot. There are always these different bands that kind of pop in and go around. Anyway, thanks so much for checking in. I'm glad we're all here right now. Again, I wanted to do some research on it, just like yesterday, Tuesday night and Thursday night are the live stream nights. Feel free to leave comments. I did put this on my YouTube channel, and I kind of wanted to talk more about it here, but it's another topic outside of our main topic, which is life after boy bands. Anyway, guys, go ahead, drop in the comments where you're from. Let me know. Do a quick shout out to wherever you're from. That way I can say holla right there in the chat. The chat is also right here for you. So you can go and see that, and it's right there, so you can always go and check that out. Your comments will pop up here as well as we go through them. So again, shout out to where you are, and I will catch up with you. Okay, now my next big thing was life after boy bands. Kat, you know this very well, right? Very, very well. Looks like David is here. Hey, Dave, how you feeling, bro? Oh my gosh, a fellow Bearcat from Sam Houston State, the Bearcats. What's up, Dave? So glad you're here, brother. Thanks for popping in. Blue says, good afternoon, gamers. Very good, Blue. I see you right there. And Carrie says, I'm from Rochester, New York. Yeah, shout out where you're at right now. Let me know what part of the world you're in. You know, if you're in Canada or if you're, you know, no matter where you are, I want to give you some love. So Rochester, New York for Carrie. Thank you, Carrie. And all of you guys popping in. I appreciate the love. It's really good. You'll see your comment pop up on the screen too as it comes through. I was looking up our topic tonight, life after boy bands. How close should we start? Should we start at the Jackson 5 and work our way up to present day? Like, you know, we obviously you talk about all the guys who left out of One Direction and now they're doing their own thing, you know, Harry Styles included. Toronto, what's up, Catty? Cat, I miss our long chats. I gotta get you back on the live stream again. It's a little bit more complicated, but I do miss it. Look at Overload. They all went in different directions. Sonny, as we know, worked at the train station. Jordy went to dirt racing. Yes, Blue, for sure. Overload was... let's see, let's back up. So those of you who are familiar with Road Trip, I have to give some exposition here, Blue. Thanks for mentioning that. For those of you who know about Road Trip, know that Andy Fowler came from Overload, which he knew Sonny from. They were both from Overload. And Overload was a band that was featured overseas in, I think, one of Sam & Cal's TV shows. Long story short, they didn't live that long, but... they were widely popular for those guys who know Road Trip. So, yes, that's exactly it. But I was really wanting to see if we start back further than that. Even if we go back as far as... Do you want to go back as far as the Jackson 5? Even though they're probably more of an R&B group? I don't know. I don't know if we go back that far when we talk about boy bands because... of the relevance of that and One Direction and you know, what was it, 98 Degrees, and again 98 Degrees was probably even, you know, more. So yeah, Blue, what are you saying? You're saying, hey, let's go further back. Okay, yeah, let us know, man. I feel like the chat is really slow today. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. But it looks like it's like the comments come in really, really slow. Or maybe I'm just missing them all. Anyway, yeah, let's start with kind of the ethos of the boy band and kind of when it kind of started. Hey, Scotty Mac, how's it going, Scotty? Hey, how's it going? Melanie, Erica are watching. Thank you guys so much. Talking about the, you know, life after boy bands. We want to think about, you know, boy groups from the even go back as far as the 70s. Then we can do it by decade, I guess, right? Because obviously there's a ton of 80s boy bands that came out, and then the 90s boy bands with Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and then from there, One Direction and so forth and so on. But thanks, Scotty Max. Scotty Max here. Thank you so much, Scotty. Hopefully you can hear me. All sounds good. Make sure you shout out where you're from. If you're in the chat, make sure you shout that out. That'll be really cool. Carrie says, I need to go get some ice water. Well, Carrie, go do it. Don't let me stop you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me stop you. You go do you, okay? You do you. Hanson. Wow, that is a 90s band for sure. The Beatles. I don't know if I would, again, from Tuesday's chat, I don't think we want to call the Beatles a boy band because they're more like a rock group, because they were more rock and roll. And so, with that said, we probably need to define what makes a boy band, right? Is it if they sing pop music and play guitars? If that's the case, then the Beatles are. But if they play guitars, are they technically a boy band, or are they a pop rock band? Because if that's the case, then Hanson is definitely a pop rock band. And Why Don't We is probably now a pop rock band because they play their own songs now. I'm so confused. Anyway, yes, shout out where you're from right now. I'm actually putting that all in the chat, giving shout outs to where they're from. Google calls them a rock and boy band since they all sing. I got you. What about Wikipedia? Check what Wikipedia calls them. Wikipedia always gives you like more details than just Google by itself. But yes. The life after what about life after KRBE? That's a good question, Scotty. What about life after radio? I have so many friends who are in radio. Then I have a few who have left radio and are out and about doing other things now. Scotty, you're on the air though, so you're still in radio. You're still in broadcasting. I don't know. It's a good question. It's a really good question. Yes, I'm online right now, actually looking this up. First of all, let me go back to my website so you guys can check that out real quickly though. I'm not going to take too much time there. Just going to drop this in. roys4.com. Very easy to get to. If you're there, go ahead, click on the account button. You'll see it right over there. And when you click on that, it'll take you to the page where you can just register for the emails, which I send out once a month. You get a once a month email with discounts, not only in the shop, but also, keeping you apprised of all of the current info and the information. So that's very cool. Cool. Carrie says, I have a question. Carrie, what's your question? Blue says, then Road Trip was a pop rock group band because Andy plays guitar. But the question is, because they do the 5-part harmony and sing more than he plays the guitar, does that make him a boy band? It gets really confusing, Blue. I think we're splitting hairs now. I think we define rock group, more rock groups were Nirvana, Metallica, Foo Fighters, anything heavy metal, and then obviously kind of in the middle where rock is where we were at. Okay, yes, so yeah, I would love to know what city you're in right now if you're popping in and asking questions. The Q&A is wide open for that, and you can jump into the chat. Nah, man, Google never lies, says Blue. That's good. That is good stuff. Can you please react to Why Don't We's new album? Actually, I'm excited about doing checking out a few of their new music videos, Carrie, so I'm glad you're asking about that. Obviously, I have to change it up because of the new way that YouTube has been set up. Every time I post a video of a reaction that's represented by a major record label, it's being blocked worldwide. So that's why you see I haven't been doing a lot of them recently. I've been doing a lot of unknown bands or bands that are not signed to record labels yet. So yeah, I had content with Why Don't We blocked worldwide. So I'd work on a video and it would get blocked. So Blame the record labels. YouTube's just trying to do what YouTube's supposed to do, obviously, and make sure the record labels get their fair share. But, on the other side of that, the record labels don't want anyone to play any of their songs, and so they get blocked worldwide. Kind of ran into that problem with a bunch of videos recently, which is why you don't see a lot of the videos that I've posted. So there you go. Yeah, it's a copyright infringement thing, which is fine by me. I don't care. I'm spending more time now showcasing other artists. Rock is confusing alone. Throw boy bands in, I'm dead. You're right, Blue. Very true. Very, very true. That is very, very true. Very true. Yes, we got people coming in from all over the place. We got some people out of New York State. We have Blue, who's right out of New Zealand. Kat is in the mix. She's been in and out of the mix out of Toronto. Scotty's in here as well. Scotty, thank you so much for stopping by out of Louisiana. And then Carrie, I think she says she's out of New York. Yeah, I think so. Okay, cool. I think I got everybody covered. Did I cover everyone's location? I hope I did. Okay. Blue says, I blame Logan Paul. I don't know, man. It's so confusing now. I mean, I think a lot of bands and a lot of groups want to be able to change, and they don't like being labeled. Being labeled, they find, is kind of a... it stifles their creativity. It stops them from being able to collab with other artists because of their, what people want to label them as, I guess. I don't know. Personally, the labels don't bother me. I don't see a problem in it at all. Yeah, Blue, I'm pretty much from another planet. I'm that far away. Would you consider Savage Garden a boy band? I don't know. Would you consider Erasure a boy band? Right? I guess that's the real question. I would say no. Erasure's not a boy band. It's a couple of guys. They're playing really indie, crazy, cool pop synth keyboards and so forth and so on. So when I heard Savage Garden for the first time, it was that Chicky Cherry Cola song. Right? Which, by the way, where are they today? I don't know. So that's the first song I heard from them. And then immediately I thought Duran Duran, Erasure, and what's another band that did that sort of The Cure? I thought that. That's immediately what I thought. He goes, oh yeah, I would consider Erasure. Erasure's more of just a pop band. I wouldn't call them a boy band. It would be like calling Culture Club a boy band, And I don't think Culture Club was really a boy. Boy George was not a boy band. When you think about that, you're like, yeah, no, wouldn't, nope. Nope, probably wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah, Duran Duran comes up in conversation almost every night. I don't know why, Blue, but it does. Duran Duran. I just need to play some Duran Duran and life will be okay. Anyway, I'm so glad you guys are popping in with the questions. Scotty, thank you so much for popping in, bro. Everyone's been shouting out where they're located. We've been talking about boy bands. Obviously, I'm only going to be here for another 15 minutes or so. Then I got to run and go do some things. Yes, Scotty, he says, Duran Duran had the only #1 song in a Bond movie. Good trivia point, by the way. Very good trivia point. Yes, well, did Sam Smith's song win a Grammy? No, but it was a Sam Smith song on a... Now you got me really confused now with the... We were talking about boy bands and how do we get into Duran Duran? I don't know. Let's see how many streams you can slip Duran Duran in. Yes, it's been 2 so far this week. I've hit Duran Duran on Tuesday and tonight. It's the 8 o'clock stream. It's live Tuesdays and Thursday nights. I'm your host. We talk about just random topics. And tonight it's life after boy bands. First of all, is Duran Duran still touring? And no, I don't classify them as a boy band. No. If I classify them as a boy band, I'm going to have to classify the Police, Sting. He's going to have to be a part of a boy band then. Which I think now at that point, we're just anyone who has an X and Y chromosome or in a boy band. I don't think that goes that far. Yes, very good. Thanks. Very, very good. Scotty says Adele got to number 2. Okay, so thank you for that trivia, Scotty. That's good. But yes, back to the point at hand. Life after boy bands. Now, for those of you, I think it's on HBO Max. Justin Timberlake is coming out with a brand new movie. I need to look it up real quick. Let's see. Bring over the screen here. Justin Timberlake's new movie. What is it called? I think I saw, yeah, Palmer. It's on Apple TV. Yeah. Go to where's the website for this? There should be a website for this movie. I don't see it. I just see a bunch of images. Yeah, here we go. There's the trailer, but no, here's the actual. I don't think this is the website, but yeah, it's gonna be on Apple TV. Life after boy bands. Now, okay, we saw him in, what was that? It was the Facebook movie. What was it? Social what? What was it called? He had a name for Facebook. He was in that movie. Okay, now you got me tripping over here on IMDb. Okay. IMDb, let's go. Yeah, here we go. He was in, he was in some movie. What movie was it? I'm gonna have to go look for it now because you guys got me asking big questions. Here we go. What was the name of the movie? You guys know the name of the movie, don't you? The name of the movie that Justin Timberlake was in? This Palmer one is actually coming out pretty soon. But the name of the Facebook movie, you guys, oh my gosh, you're kidding me right now. He was an actor in it. Oh my gosh, someone has to know it. My fave was Trouble with the Curve. Scotty, what was the name of the movie he was in? He was an actor in it. Where is it? I'm going to have to find it for myself then. The Social Network. There we go. Thank you. I had to go find it myself. Yes. I had to go find it for myself. When you have to go and find your own movies. Yes, The Social Network. He was in that film. He was in a bunch of other films too, but an actor, right? Now, here's the question. There are a bunch of other actors now who were once in boy bands who made the transition from the boy band to going single or going out solo, like Justin has, and then turned it into an acting career. Who was it? It's a TV show. In Blue Bloods, the TV show, you have, what's the lead guy? Donnie Wahlberg, right? So Donnie Wahlberg was in New Kids on the Block, right? Yes, Blue, you forgot about Social Network. Yes, Social Network. Ice-T, he was not in a boy band, but he was an artist, and he's on Law and Order. Probably been on Law and Order longer than anybody. But Donnie, he was in New Kids on the Block, but now he's a very long and successful career run on Blue Bloods since 2010. Okay? That is a long time. A very long time. Would you think that Harry Styles would be? I think he's actually done some stuff. One Direction, Harry Styles. I want to say that he's been in some things. Yes, he was in Dunkirk. That movie that I think was produced by who produced that film? Was that a I think it was a Nolan film. Yeah, Christopher. Yeah, it was a Christopher Nolan film. And he and Harry Styles from One Direction was in that film, right? Yeah, Harry Styles was in that. He played a scene or two in that. Interesting. I'm addicted to watching Law and Order. Yes, you're right, Blue. So is my mother. She loves that show. She's watching episodes from 2010 because it's on everywhere. It's like the most syndicated show that I know of. It's on all the time. You can just turn it on and you're an hour in to find out what's going to happen in the story. But back to my thoughts about Harry Styles and other artists who have made the jump from bands into, acting or life after being in a boy band. There was another artist that I wanted to talk about who made that transition from being in a boy band to other things. But I'm running out of time. I got 3 more minutes left. How is Mama 4? She's doing great, by the way. Thanks, Blue. She's downstairs watching some TV show, laughing out loud. So if you hear her laughing over the microphone, that's her. Don't worry about it. But yes, I put up Harry Styles because again, these artists who come out of these, boy bands, which again, they can always go back and rejoin, but they eventually go on to create more. Did the Jonas Brothers do some acting? Right? Was it Nick that did something? Now you guys got me really curious. Great hearing you, man. Thanks, Scotty. Nick Jonas. Didn't Nick Jonas do something? He was in Jumanji, yes. Yes, he was in Jumanji. He played a small role in Jumanji, but he's been in other stuff where he's either playing himself or something. Let's see. Let me go in here and see where his acting chops are. He's been in a bunch of things. He was in Jumanji. He was in... I'm scrolling through here right now. He was in a TV series? He was on television from 2014 to 2017, and I didn't even know this? Okay, they all have. They were in Camp Rock. Okay. Well, what was... Scream Queens? They were in a TV show there. He played a small role in there. He was in Hawaii Five-0? I didn't know that. From 2013 to 2015, he played a role in that. I guess this was after the Jonas Brothers broke up. Gosh, there's so much to learn. And so little time to learn it all in. So, but yes, Blue, thanks for popping in, man. Yes, you stoked my curiosity now. We had went from Harry Styles, who had played a role in Dunkirk, which I didn't even know that, over to the Jonas Brothers, which, by the way, okay, I did not know that Nick Jonas was in a bunch of like movies and stuff. Who knew that, right? I didn't. I'm a loss for that. And then obviously Justin Timberlake and Donnie Wahlberg from New Kids on the Block. Anyway, I would love to hear what you guys think. If you're watching this on the replay, you know what to do. Get into the comments right now and let me know what you think. On Tuesday, I had, I think her name was Sammy. She jumped in after seeing the video and she just listed all of the artists that she knew of that were in boy bands. Today, I think the challenge here is, yeah, Blue, I hear you, man. You barely recognize Harry Styles in Dunkirk. I just had him up here. Where was it? No. There, pull it back in. Yeah, you barely recognize him in there. Look at him. Would you look at him? Would you just look at him? Look at him. You barely recognize him in there. But there he is. He's in that. Who knew, right? And let's see. I think there's some photos in here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, he's right there. Hold on. Get rid of my face. My face is messing us all up. We can't see it. Hold on. There we go. There he is right there. You barely recognize him. I guess because his hair is shorter. I don't know. I do not know. But I do know one thing. He had changed for that role a lot. I didn't know that. Anyway, there you go. That's like no one knew Jesse McCartney was in Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yeah, no one knew that at all. Anyway, yeah, thanks, Blue. Let me go ahead and wrap it up. You guys, thank you so much for jumping in. The comment section, I will be replying to you. Go ahead and leave a comment right now. Let me know about boy bands that you know of post boy band and what they're doing. Whether they're actors, whether they continue to go solo, whether they break off and form into new bands. It's all here. I appreciate it. Okay, remove the styles from the screen. I'm not getting this. Thanks, Blue. Guys, tell you what, it's been a great night. I hope to talk to you again every Tuesday and Thursday night, 8 o'clock on the dot. 8 o'clock, set your time for 8 o'clock Central here in the USA. And it's always good to hear from you guys. You know what to do. If not, feel free. If you're watching this, for the first time, you missed the live, that's okay. Jump into the comment section because I do spend an exorbitant, is that a word? I spend a lot of time going back and replying to you guys. So you know what to do. I'm going to go ahead and crank up the music. I appreciate it, you guys, and we'll talk soon.